tell us your own view on how to tackle this Almajiri issue in Nigeria, considering the fact that some people are seeing it, if there is an improvement in the Almajiri issue, it may even an attempt to Islamize Nigeria. What is your own view? How do you tackle this issue of Almajiri issue, which has been a very thorny issue in Nigeria?
Reforming the Almajiri system is not about Islamizing Nigeria. It's about the growth and development of this country as a nation, the largest black nation on this planet. It's about inclusive growth and development. You cannot have a section of the society who have a system that's almost a millennium old, 1,000 years, and has been able to produce their entrepreneurs, their businessmen and women, their craftsmen, and of course their literacy and numerical system, and then condemn them as uneducated and also as illiterates. What we are saying is the states that have large numbers of this system and have rooted system of this Makaranta Allo education, or Sangaya, or the classical Almajiri. I'm calling it classical Almajiri to differentiate it with the one. With the corrupted version where you have children begging on the street. Nobody supports, a minor, a situation where you leave a minor unattended to in hunger and disease and then going to beg for food. No. The reforms we want is to recognize this system as a standalone system that can produce and graduate productive, innovative, and creative Nigerians. And not only the Almajiri or the Almakaranta Allo system, which is on the Islamic side of the divide, even the Christian side that we have, for example, seminary schools, Bible schools, Sunday schools, if they have a system, Montessori, for example, Montessori Catholic system of education, let it be recognized and be certificated, and then add a dose of vocational, technical, entrepreneurship, and computer education in them. And they will be self-employed. They won't be roaming the streets with certificates of graduation looking for jobs, just like our current formal system of education. Even our own formal system of education, the current, needs reform. Because I'm telling you, everybody knows our system of education from primary school, the formal, the conventional one, up to the university, is heavily corrupted due to multiple factors. Incessant strikes, underfunding, and you end up what we have there: certificate racketeering, forgery, sex for marks, and a lot of, and then they just produce zombies. Let me tell you, our current system of conventional formal education fits in talented, young, innovative Nigerians at the entry point who are inquisitive and really want to be trained to be ready for the 21st century. But at the exit end, what do you have? Almost zombies roaming about certificates looking for jobs that are not there. As someone said, the Almajiri system of education, if reformed, and retooled to the current demands of the 21st century, might be the savior of this country, because it will unleash massive number of young Nigerians who are innovative, who are creative, who are entrepreneurial, and they don't need government jobs. And we go on to an economic and agricultural revolution that will really place Nigeria at the top most economies in the world. 15 million children, that's not a joke. That is, the population of like some 10, 20 countries in Africa. So we are saying, review this current system and curriculum of education, give other systems that have stood the test of time and people believe in them and are comfortable with them, reform them, improve them, and produce that line of expertise and education for both Christians and for Muslims and for all other people of faith or how they want it to be. We have to solve our problems ourselves.
Should it be a federal government issue, or should it...
No, mainly it's a state issue, because education is in the concurrent list and basic education is with the state. The federal government has done its own part. Let me even commend the federal government here since 2004 with the UBEC Act. The UBEC Act clearly in section 15A have said that universal basic education includes primary compulsory education for the first 6 years and 3 years, 6 years of elementary education and 3 years of junior secondary school education. which should be, as I said, compulsory for all Nigerian children, and should include Almajiri. It's stated there. Other out of school children, street children, vulnerable groups, nomads, girl child, and also other people with disability. So since the law captures these categories of people across all Nigeria, it's the responsibility of state SUBIBs, state universal basic education, to give funding to the Almajiri systems in those states where they have them, and in other states where they have other alternative form of education that is similar to Almajiri, or they are street children, for example in southern states, they should also give them funding. For God's sake, these children need parental care. They need food, they need books, they need uniforms, and they need water and sanitation. And then their neurons are firing, let me tell you. Almajiri children are not lazy. They are very productive people. They have gone through rigorous. They go through rigorous training. Their typical day starts at 5 a.m. And just because they have been ostracized and have been outcast by the society and by the government, just look at where we are. Nigeria and the world will never achieve the Millennium Development Goals, I'm telling you, if we don't reform our educational system, particularly the Almajiri system. Similarly, the issues of security, agriculture, health, name it. Nigeria will not go anywhere if we don't reform the Almajiri and Almakanta Allo system for inclusive growth and development.